Hey everybody, it's Jeremy Osterberger with BIC Magazine. We're at the Gulf Coast Industry Forum. I'm joined by Ric Campo, Chairman, Port Authority Houston. Ric, thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks. I appreciate you having me.
Sure. So Ric, you just got off the stage here at the Gulf Coast Industry Forum. Let's dig right into it. Project 11, the port expansion. Can you give us an update?
Sure, we're really excited about where we are with Project 11. Normal project like this takes 15 years, and we're in year 7, and we're getting ready to start construction on Project 11 by the end of this year. So that's light speed for Corps of Engineer projects. So what it involves is widening the Houston Ship Channel from Bolivar Roads, which is the beginning of the ocean, and all the way up to Morgan's Point to start with, and that is bringing it from 530 feet to 700 feet, which will ensure safe two-way traffic, for a long time for the port. And we're really excited about being able to start that project. And we should be able to be finished with the Bay Reach probably in maybe 18 months plus or minus.
So Ric, thank you for the update on Project 11. Let's talk about container volume. So we had COVID. Now we're about 18 months into this. Just give us an update. How's container volume doing as far as in and out of the port?
Container volume is actually just amazing right now. I mean, we're for 2021, we're up 16% over last year, and last year was a record year as well. In spite of the pandemic, we had over 3 million 20-foot equivalent units or TEUs come through the port last year. The business model has changed pretty dramatically for consumers. Pre-pandemic, people would go to Walmart, right, to buy things. Now they order online. And so that online ordering has changed our mix pretty dramatically. We're getting 3 containers in for every one we send out from an import-export perspective, which is very different than it was in the past. So it's way up, and we're doing really great moving these in and out.
Ric, I know the container volume is still going because I'm breaking down Amazon boxes 5 times a week, so I'm with you. So, Ric, let's get into supply chain. We've seen some turnarounds in these petrochemical and refining facilities here along the Houston Ship Channel. Some of those projects being pushed due to raw material shortages. Give us an update on supply chain.
Well, the supply chain, generally speaking, is a mess. It really is. It's a mess from the beginning of the chain to the end of the chain and everything in the middle. We have started seeing at least the resins and the plastic business pick up, definitely because of the you mentioned the freeze and also the hurricane that happened, and that is improving, and we're starting to get more output from those plants, and that's helping our export business. But the import business is the real challenge because we're getting three boxes to one coming in versus going out, and the challenge is that they're stacking up at our port facilities because they have too much. You don't have enough warehouse space. We don't have enough trucks. We don't have enough truck drivers or chassis to put the box on. So it's just you've got to back up everywhere, which is basically increasing prices dramatically for shipping. For example, container is up anywhere from 5 times to 10 times more expensive to ship from Asia or Europe than it was in 2019. So lots of cost increase being passed on to consumers. It's a real mess.
And Ric, I guess Ric, we're limited on the short-term solution. What can be done?
There is no short-term solution because you just can't produce chassis and trucks and truck drivers that fast, and so I think it's going to be something we're going to have to live with for at least through 2022.
Wow, Ric, thanks for the update on supply chain. Ric, let's one last question would be, hey, you kind of gave a little bit of an update on stage about the 10 to 20 year outlook for Port Houston. Share it with us, BIC Magazine's audience. Yeah.
Sure. So I think the 10 to 20 year outlook is awesome. I think that what you're going to see 10, 20 years out is that Houston is going to be not the energy capital of the world, but the green energy capital and the energy transition capital, maybe the carbon sequestering capital of the world. Right? There's some amazing projects on the books where companies are talking about taking CO2 out of the air, putting it in a pipeline, and then storing it underground, and then using that ultimately for products that can be made out of CO2. So I think we're going to be leading an energy transition, and it'll be it'll be similar but different 10 to 15 years from now.
Ric, we're so grateful for your time. It's always great catching up with you, and let's do it again soon.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jeremy.
Thanks, everyone.